So this is the new 2022 CB1000r, and this is my new bike. Just picked it up about 2 weeks ago. So little backstory, I used to have a Yamaha R1. That was my first bike, and before you guys thinking that you're crazy, that's a crazy first bike. For me, the R1 was just a beautiful machine. It was, I started riding in 2009, I believe, and the R1 was just beautiful, had everything I needed, looks great, the power was magnificent on it, and I handled it well, didn't lay it down. I did drop it once, but that was just me forgetting to put up the kickstand. But when people are asking about a first bike and what to get for a first bike, I think it's up to the maturity of that person and what their riding level is. So this is the new CB1000r for 2022, and shares the same design as the 2021 model. This is the black edition. Only that version is available in the US. This is a great bike overall. Great looking, powerful. The seating position is really comfortable, and I think Honda did a really good job with this motorcycle. So a little bit about the specifications. So this is a 998cc engine, of course. It is liquid cooled. It is a fuel injection system. It's really powerful, but it's not tuned to be aggressive like your super sports. So some of the main features, the compression is 1161, if that's interested to you. The drivetrain, it is a 6-gear, 6-speed transmission. The front suspension is going to be a Showa. This is going to be SFF BP fork with spring preload, rebound compression dampening adjustability 4.7 inches. The rear suspension is going to be a single Showa with spring preload and rebound dampening adjustability about 5.2 inches. So you do have some adjustability, not only in the front but also in the back, depending on your preference. Now for me, my riding style, what I'm doing, the everything out the factory is pretty good as far as where the spring is. Some people say it's kind of mushy, but this is meant for the road, so you are gonna have comfort being the #1 priority when designing this bike. The front brace is going to be a dual radial mounted 4-piston caliper with full floating 310mm disc brace. That's going to be in the front ×2, and in the rear we're going to have a single caliper 256mm brakes, and these are both ABS. The front tire is going to be 120/70-17, and the rear is going to be 190/55-17. As far as the dimensions of the bike, the rake is going to be 24.7 inches, the tail is going to be 3.8, and the seat height is going to be 32. Now I'm 6 feet tall, about 220. Of course, I can flat-foot it with no problem. I do have some room to spare, but I don't know my exact inseam, but I'll go ahead and I'll throw it on the screen once I figure out how to measure it. But 6 feet, 220. As far as the design of the tank looks really magnificent from top, and the capacity is going to be 4.3 gallons. So here's a quick look at the cockpit. Now I'm going to do a full overview on the dash, so stay tuned for that, but let's just see what we have here. So on top we're going to have our brights. This is where you turn them on, this is where you flash them. Go down, you do have your function, your mode, you also have your horn, you have your blinkers right here, they are self-canceling, your hazards, you do have your navigation for your screen here. Of course your ignition is going to be in the middle. The left side you're going to have your start switch, kill switch, of course. You do have mirrors right here, and the mirrors, they're about what a stock mirror is, guys, where you're really going to see most of your shoulder, not much behind you when you do use them. So just keep that in mind. As far as the actual dash, the dash is pretty sweet. So you can see the indicator right there is telling me that the kickstand's down. So when I put that up, that should go away. You do have a lot of options to customize what your dash looks like. So on the bottom, you do have different information that you can set up, and like I said, I'll do a full review on how to change everything here in a little bit. You can see on the left we have our fuel, we have our RPM, as well as our speedometer right there in the middle. To the right side we do have our riding modes. This comes with 3 riding modes as well as customizable options. So you do have sport, standard, rain, and you do have a user mode that you can go ahead and set up. Now as far as the display, this is what's shown currently, but you can go in your menu and change it out. So let me just quickly go in the menu and show you guys how to get there. So do a long right press, and you do have all your menus right here. So you do have your function where you can play with your riding mode, your quick shifter, your shift point, self-canceling signals. So you have a customizability there as well. As far as your display, you have your display type, and this is where I have mine set up. If I go over, you can go ahead and select a different type if you want to go ahead and do so. So right now I'm on type 4, but this is what type 3 looks like, type 2, type 1, and I think type 1 was the default. So in the comments, let me know which display type you prefer. And like I said, I am going to do a full overview on the dash, so stay tuned for that. So let me just go ahead and once you find what you're looking for, just go ahead and hold the back button. All right, so below that you have your brightness, you have your background. You can change it to black, metallic, auto, so you do have those options. I just left mine black. You have your favorite information, so this is where you can go in and set those little information areas at the bottom. User letter, you can set that as well. Let me go back. So this is what the new display looks like. Let me go back in the menu and go through the rest of it. So under general, you're gonna have your time, your date, your unit, as well as your option to restore default. Bluetooth pairing. I was told that this is actually only an option for places outside the US, so that's something I'll probably be playing with in a little bit. Go back, and at the bottom we're gonna have our service information. So this is gonna be your maintenance, your equipment, DTC, regulatory. So all of your options to change everything will be in there. So let me show you guys what the headlights look like. So before we wrap this video up, I just wanted to let you guys know that I see the exhaust. I'm not a big fan, and I'll probably be switching that out in a video very soon. That pretty much covers my overview. This is one of the first videos on the channel, so if you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button. I do have a lot of videos related coming soon. I do have a vlog set up. I'll be showing you guys how I mount everything in my helmet, and if you guys haven't seen that helmet video, check it out as well. So thank you again, welcome to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.